the outsider looking in to my life might just see, oh, it's so sad, that little person, he can't reach the bread on the top of that aisle. Well, little do they know, God, yes, he's withheld a lot from me, but he's swept in and provided so much in the process, which has taught me so much about him and his faithfulness and his goodness. And he's made me weak so that I can see his strength. The day I was born, my parents did not know that I was gonna be a little person. And they were told that I might be deaf, I might be blind, I might not ever learn how to walk. So when they found out the news that I had dwarfism and all of the challenges that could be ahead, they did like any parent would do. They were concerned and they had questions. And so my dad began asking God, why, Lord, have you allowed us to endure this? When I was 3 years old, my mom was cooking in the kitchen and she thought I was in the living room playing with toys. But apparently I had wandered into the room with the piano. I had somehow crawled up on the piano bench, and my mom said she heard these little notes coming from the piano room. And shortly thereafter, I started playing chords, essentially. I would hear what my fingers would play, and I would adjust. And I fell in love with the piano at that early of an age. So I really don't ever remember a time in my life where I haven't loved the piano. The day after my 4th birthday, I began studying classically at Samford University. My sister was in college when I was in kindergarten. So she was taking some musical classes at college and having to learn some songs on the piano. I would hear her play those songs, and I was able, at the age of 6, to go to the piano and play that song. So at the age of 5 or 6, I discovered that I could hear something on the radio and go to the piano and play it. And then when I was 7 years old, I was booked for my first wedding. I did my own arrangement of Jesus Loves Me, and this was the moment that I knew that I loved playing by ear and that I truly had a gift. And I can see sounds. What I mean by that is I have synesthesia. And what that means is when I hear a song, I actually see numbers. And different people experience different things when they have synesthesia. It's essentially when something was designed to affect one sense, it kind of crosses the line and affects another one in a different way. So when I hear music, I see numbers, and what I'm able to do with those numbers is go to the piano and decipher them and arrange them any way I want. And I'm able to play the song right after I've heard it almost instantaneously. But then at the age of 16, I had to face some real physical challenges. I had scoliosis of 88 degrees, which is almost a right angle. And the doctors told me if I did not have this surgery, once that angle eclipsed 90 degrees, I would start essentially suffocating and all of my organs would collapse around the age of 25. So I knew at the age of 16 that I wasn't supposed to live past the age of 25. had my head essentially shaved before the operation. And into the OR I went for 9 hours. So right after the surgery, I had to wear a back brace for 4 months. And this brace went all the way up to my chin, and I had to wear it 23 and a half hours a day. I had it right here. I obviously couldn't look down and see the keys. And so I just played anyway. The day I was born, my parents didn't know I was going to be a little person. The Lord told my dad, "You have baby John. His birthday is September 3rd. Turn to John 9:3. And when my dad turned to John 9:3, it says, "Jesus answered, 'It was not that this man sinned, or his parents, but that the works of God might be displayed in him.'" And they were all of a sudden filled with peace. It was 1984, and they got an answer from Jesus. The first 2 words are Jesus answered. Everybody is made the way they're made, so that the works of God might be displayed in their life as well. And it's really incredible to think of all of these stories between God and his creation, and there's purpose behind everything. There's a reason he did everything the way that he did. It's not like I've figured out all the answers or that I even understand everything. I've just placed my faith in Jesus Christ, and I'm now forgiven.